Hi, my name is Francis.
Hi, my name is Dulce, and we're going to be talking about the carbon cycle and the climate change at our school.
The carbon cycle is nature's way of reusing carbon atoms.
There are many different things that the carbon cycle can apply to.
If you guys come over here and follow me, I'll show you the first step to the carbon cycle. The first step is the dirt, where all the carbon stays in the ground.
The next step to the carbon cycle is plants. The carbon from the soil that travels up through the roots of the plant, that is something called trunks. The carbon then goes into the leaves. In the leaves, the plant does cellular respiration, where the plant breathes. In the stomata, which is in the leaves, you cannot see it because it's very tiny, but it's where they breathe. It turns into carbon dioxide and it gets released into the atmosphere.
So then the carbon dioxide stays in the atmosphere until the plants do photosynthesis, and the carbon dioxide then turns into carbon and travels back down through the plant into the soil. Okay, so the plants are also part of the climate change by releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, which can contribute to global warming with the greenhouse gases. But they are also a way of our solution, because through photosynthesis, they bring the carbon dioxide back down into the earth and hold on to it. So a way to help stop climate change would be on our campus. A way to stop climate change on our campus would be to plant more plants and trees and add more greenery to the environment to help with the natural carbon cycle.
Animals and humans are also part of the carbon cycle.
Humans disrupt the carbon cycle by having factories and vehicles that create too much carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases that go into the atmosphere and trap heat from the sun in our atmosphere, which heat it up and cause climate change and global warming. Animals are part of the carbon cycle because we eat the plants which have carbon. It goes through our system and then goes back to the soil, where the carbon goes back to the earth and redoes the cycle again. This is a really good example of a living thing on our campus that is part of the carbon cycle.
This is an example of the carbon cycle. So the snake is getting fed with the rat. Now we're just waiting. And it struck.
This is really interesting because it shows an example of the carbon cycle on our school campus.
Now we're going to be showing interviews that we did about people's opinions about the climate change and what they think about it.
Climate change means to me the warming of the earth, the melting of the ice caps in the Arctic, and just overall a lot of bad things, and if we don't stop it, it could become irreversible.
Climate change is the change in weather.
I think as I've grown up, a lot of my friends have gotten cars that produce like CO2, and that's bad for the environment. And a lot of teenagers nowadays are getting cars, so that contributes more. That's like the only examples I've seen, yeah.
The biggest change in climate change that I've noticed is the weather and how it takes longer for it to get colder when it's hot. And the same thing for when it's cold. It takes longer to get hotter when it's colder out.
Something in my life that could be related to climate change. I don't know. Wait. Something in my life that's been related to climate change. Oh, I've been on airplanes, and that is like bad. I don't know. Don't travel. I don't know.
Same thing with the weather. It's hotter during months that are usually hot. Yeah, like in the summer.
So how does climate change make you feel?
It makes me. It doesn't make me feel sad. It makes me feel angry. That we should be doing something about it, not just letting it drift by us. We should be doing it right. Wait, wait, pause. We should be reversing it right now. That's hot.
Sad, because I know it affects people and animals in certain places, like polar bears.
I would wish for everything to be gone.
I would wish that people become more aware of it and acknowledge it more and care for it so we can make a difference about it.
Climate change is real, and the carbon cycle is a part of our school campus. So there are actions that we can take as a community to help prevent climate change.
I hope this video helped you learn about the climate change in our environmental.